garlic sautéed mushrooms right here in Chef Brian's kitchen. Absolutely filled with layers of flavor. Look at that. You see how that's reduced down now? Look. Wow. Hey, welcome back to Chef Brian's Kitchen. I am Chef Brian. Today we're going to be doing garlic mushrooms. Delicious. I mean, like you've never tasted before. I'm so excited about this video. Again, first three things we're going to get started. The 3 T's, time, temperature, and technique. Time today, probably about 25 minutes from start to finish. Beautiful brown, golden, delicious, full of flavor mushrooms. Okay, temperature, we'll be cooking on medium high, okay? And the technique today is going to be sauteing. We're using our regular old chicken fryer here. Let's get the burner going. And again, like I said, we're going to get to a medium high. So about right there. And let's talk about the mushrooms here. Today, I've got two types. I've got white button mushrooms and I have some bella mushrooms. Plain old domestic white is fine. Whatever you have, whatever you see in the store is fine. One of the first things I want to talk about, one of the biggest pet peeves of mine, is in a lot of cookbooks and a lot of people will tell you to never wash your mushrooms underwater because, okay, I agree. Mushrooms are like sponges. They soak up any liquid possible and they can get waterlogged. However, I don't believe you should take a toothbrush or a towel and wipe off the oil, the dust or the soil, right? I mean, that's just crazy to me. Let me know when soil becomes a new seasoning and I'll add my mushrooms right out of the box into my dish, okay? No, I am going to wash my mushrooms, but what I do is I put into a colander, run some cold water on them, and then use your hands and kind of toss the soil off of them like this, like I've done here. These are all clean and ready to go. And that's the way I do it. I just don't believe in taking a towel and trying to get off the soil. That doesn't make any sense. I mean, that's just, no, okay? So we have some nice clean mushrooms. They're nice and dry. They're perfect, okay? Today we are also going to be using two kinds of fats. We're going to start with extra virgin olive oil, as we always do. Okay? And I'm going to be using about, let's say, a half a stick of unsalted whole butter. I'll get that going in just like so. And let's get our mushrooms going. All right, no hesitation here. The whole key here is that we want these to get nice and colorful and brown. And they are going to shrink down, so looks like I'm crowding the pan, but really these are going to shrink down nicely. So we want these to get nice and brown, and that's going to take some time, okay? And the key here is that we want to reduce the water, all the moisture that is naturally in any vegetable out. We want to reduce that by the medium to high heat. One of the ways to get that out quickly, as I've always talked about, is to add some sodium as well is great flavor. So we're going to add some salt and pepper. And we just want to let cooking cook. Now, one of the things that I like to do while the base of these mushrooms are starting to get the caramelization that we're looking for is to start to add some of the other ingredients that are so important that's going to make this delicious. These mushrooms so amazingly delicious. And one of the things I want to talk about is some tomato paste. I like to get the tubes here because I can always save the rest. The cans, you never use the whole can, you end up throwing half of it out. So we're going to put about a tablespoon of tomato paste in here. That's the first really trick to deliciousness. And then, of course, the garlic, because we're doing garlic mushrooms. We're going to probably add 2 tablespoons or the equal of about 3 cloves of garlic, like so. And we're also going to be adding some red onions. Probably about, I would say, 1/4 of a cup is plenty. Okay? And then we just... You can see, look at all the water coming out already. You see that? We're going to reduce that down so they start to get nice and brown. So we want to get all of the tomato paste and that garlic mixed in nicely. But these, I mean, if you've ever been to one of those really high-end steakhouses and they serve a side of garlic mushrooms, you're like, oh my goodness, how do they do this? Well, here you go. Okay, so again, this is going to take some time. Let cooking cook. One of the reasons that a lot of people struggle with some great end results in their cooking is they're not giving it enough time. They're not being patient enough. You've got to let all the processes of science come into play here and let cooking cook. Okay? Now come on in here. You can see it's really coming down. Look at that. But also it's forming. Look at that. Okay, so we're going to reduce this completely down. And I also want to let you know to stick around to the end because there is an ingredient I'm going to add at the very end that is just going to blow you away. That's really going to up this game big, big time. So again, we are just going to let cooking cook. All right, I want you to come on in here. So we've been at about 10 to 12 minutes now. Look at this. See? Look at all of that. That water is reduced down, but see the tomato paste and that garlic has created kind of like a gravy that is coating all these mushrooms. I mean, are you kidding me? Look at this. Oh my goodness. You can just see the deliciousness of this. Now, we want to add another layer of flavor. And what we're going to do here is we're going to take some Grey Poupon mustard. Yellow mustard, if it's all you have in your fridge, will work. But if you can get Grey Poupon, seriously, it makes a difference. So we're going to take, let's say, a tablespoon. It's plenty. And with that, we're also going to add about 2 tablespoons of chicken broth. Okay? And again, the whole key here is we want to reduce this down. And it's another layer of flavor. But again, stick around because this is not even the secret ingredient I was talking about. That's coming at the last minute. And so we just want to let this just continue to do its thing. Let cooking cook. I'm telling you, time is really your best friend here because these mushrooms are just getting oh, look at this. Oh my gosh. Garlic, sautéed mushrooms right here in Chef Brian's kitchen. Absolutely filled with layers of flavor. Look at that. You see how that's reduced down now? Look. Wow. Now, what we want to do here is that we have pretty much everything. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn this heat down. As you can see, we're still on a medium high. So we're going to turn this down to a simmer, to a low. And we're going to start adding our last couple of ingredients that are really going to bring this up. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of lemon zest from a lemon. Okay. And this is just going to give it that wake up kind of bright, citrusy kind of wow in your mouth. And of course, we want to get the other side here. Look at that. Oh my gosh. And at this point, I'm going to add just a little bit more chicken stock, about another tablespoon. Okay. Look at that. And by the way, no matter where you are on the culinary spectrum, I was talking to my mom the other day, actually, a woman pushing 90 years old, and she was telling me that she learned something about cooking, and she's taught me a lot. But she learned something about cooking just from learning different tips and tricks, the foundations, all the methods, the temperatures, the times, the techniques. What's a better pan to use, cast iron or stainless steel? or a wok or a grill pan. You know, there's so many options out here and we can get completely and totally confused. If that's you, okay, I can help you out. I do have an ebook. It's a fundamental blueprint ebook that teaches you all of the basic steps and techniques and tips and tricks and kind of helps you organize your kitchen and get you to the next level. If you're interested in that, I'll leave a link in the description box below. Grab an ebook if you'd like. All right, so look at these vegetables. I mean, these mushrooms here. I mean, they just look spectacular. So let's get down to the last itty bitty little trick. We're gonna add the other half a stick of butter. I know. You're like, wow. But this is really what is gonna give this amazing kind of creamy, delicate, beautiful, velvety flavor. We're not adding any heavy cream. This butter is going to do its job, and it's really creating an emulsification. You can see it. Look at that. And then we'll take some parsley that we've chopped and put that in there. And then, as promised, the last little secret, believe it or not, is some Worcestershire sauce. Oh, this is it. You don't have to do too much. Probably a teaspoon is plenty. Look at that. Just like that. That's all you need. And again, now we're going to let this come together as one family, as we always do. And just, I mean, you can just already tell these are going to be fantastic. So again, let's let these sit for about another 2 to 3 minutes, then we'll plate it up. We're just going to let cooking cook. Let's do it. Almost there. All right, come on in. The moment of truth. We've let these sit, let that butter and the emulsification. We added that little bit of Worcestershire sauce, which was the secret ingredient till the very last minute. And look at this. Okay. I mean, this just looks spectacular. So, I can probably... Look at this. Wow. Are you kidding me? Unbelievable side dish. And now the moment of truth. I love me some mushrooms too. So good. I mean, so amazingly good. Wow. You could put this on top of a piece of steak or some chicken, or even some fish. Oh my goodness. Or eat them just like this, like I do all the time, because they're that good alone. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And what I love about this recipe is, again, you watched in real time. We probably used, I don't know, maybe 2 teaspoons of salt, so the sodium's low, the black pepper flavor is there, but really we let the mushrooms, the earthiness of the mushrooms really be the star of the show, which it always should be, because that's what we're doing, garlicky mushrooms. The garlic definitely comes through. It's really, really just so, and then I can taste a little bit of that lemon zest. It kind of brightens the whole mushroom up and just kind of says, hello, I'm here. Oh my goodness, these are just amazing. I cannot wait till you try this recipe. You're absolutely going to love it. Thank you so much for watching. I am Chef Brian. I cannot wait to see you right here on Chef Brian's Kitchen. And until then, remember, as always, eat well and stay healthy.